Hello all. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started with this stuff over here. We'll be just completing this stuff. So let's go into this. Let's go into this edges over here. Control select this edges over here. And let's give a bit of chamfer to it. So we can just easily apply a bit of chamfer to it. That's it, and just click OK. Now after that we'll be just creating the small bottles over here. For that we'll be just using again a cylinder over here. So let's go into this auto grid and use a cylinder over here. So convert to editable poly. So let's use one more swift loop over here. So press R and scale over here. So select this edge and let's give again a chamfer over here. Just give a bit of chamfer to it. That's it. Alright. So our main focus is on this cupboard over here. Sorry, a dressing table. I'm sorry. So if you want to just duplicate this, you can just duplicate this stuff over here. And if you want to make it more thicker also, you can go with that. Go over here and just give FFD cylinder over here. You can go into this, select this, and you can just scale this. So that stuff can be easily done over here. So just duplicate this stuff over here in this way. That's it. So we also have to create this handle kind of stuff over here. So for that, before we go with that, add one loop over here also. Let's go into this polygons over here. Select all this polygons over here and let's give a bit of inset and click OK. Now just take a line over here . So go into that, select the vertices and just give a fillet to it. Enable in viewport and increase its thickness and just scale it. That's it. Alright, so you can just push this a bit down over here. So now what I want is like, I just want to give a texture to it. You can just easily give a texture, not a problem over here. So if you want to give a texture over here, we can just select this. So different ways. If you want to unwrap it, you can easily unwrap it, or if you just want to directly give it, you can just directly assign a texture over here. So let's go into rendering, render setup, and we'll just set it as a V-Ray over here. So select this texture. If you now let's go into the material and let's take a V-Ray material over here. If you want to mix some two textures, you can easily go with that also. So let's go into this. Let's open Photoshop over here. So go into that, open the file. We'll just open the textures over here. That's your unit. We can just check out some textures over here. We have some textures over here. We're taking two textures over here. So that is one screenshot over here. Let's take this texture over here, and we also need one more texture over here. So we can take one more texture. We can just easily take one more texture. We can just go with this texture over here. So if you want to merge these two textures, we can easily merge these two textures over here. That can be done. So press Ctrl T over here and just scale these textures over here. And if you want to merge these two elements, we can easily merge these two elements. Excuse me. So we can go with the merging of the two textures over here. If you want to give a mask, you can go with that. So go into File, Save As. In Unit only we'll save it as new over here and just save it in JPG and click OK. So let's go into this and let's just take a V-Ray material over here. So let's take a V-Ray material. If you want to take a normal map, you can take a normal also, not a problem. Go into that unit and you have a new, just assign this over here, and let's go into this and give a UVW map and fit it as a box over here. Definitely this color is dark. We are giving a normal texture over here. So now what we'll be doing over here is we need to assign a glass texture over here, a glass shader. We can easily assign it. Let's go into this. Let's select this polygons over here. Go into the material over here. Let's go into V-Ray material and let's give this diffuse as totally black and reflect as total white over here for a glass and assign it. That's it. So now if you see this will definitely be a kind of a glass shader over here if you want to assign it. So we have definitely given a UV box over here. That's a modifier. Now let's give a metal material to it. So let's go into the material editor. Let's take a V-Ray material. Let's give a bit of reflectiveness. You can use a bit of Fresnel reflections. and just assign this on top of it. So we can apply this in this way. If you want to assign a glass over here, for a thicker glass, let's select this over here, select this, make it more, select the polygons over here, and go into the material again. If you want to apply any kind of a label, that can be done. So let's go into the refract. We will give a bit of refract. Index of refraction, we can just give it more over here. Click OK. Give a bit of reflection and assign this. Control I. So select this polygons over here. Control I. Inverse it. We'll go over here and let's give a white material or white color. Assign it. So again we will go into this, press 4 over here, again give a V-Ray material, let's give orangish color, or refract, inverse it, again give a V-Ray material over here and just give a dark color to it. So that can be done in this way. So select this again. So convert to editable poly. Go into the polygons over here. So you can just select this. Just give a normal color over here, a yellowish color. Inverse it. And give a bit of reflection. And give this darker color. That's it. So we can just select this and make a copy of it. Definitely you have not done any kind of V-Ray settings yet. Alright. So save your file. So thanks for watching this tutorial.